My name's Lesley Carr and I'm an educational psychologist. I would like to give you some tips, and in order to do that I'm going to think about the things that parents come to me most frequently with, and that is my child dyslexic, or why isn't my child reading or spelling as well as I would like my child to read or spell. First tip is the setting, the session that you have at home where the child is reading with you, where your child is reading with you, has to be relaxed. It has to be fun, basically, and if there's any tension at all, then the child will pick up on it. And if a child is having difficulty with reading words and remembering words from page to page or day to day, then I understand very well that as a parent myself, that tension can creep in there, and children are very, very good at picking up how you feel. You will know that. So in order to make sure that the sessions are as productive as possible, they've got to be fun. That's quite simple. They've got to be fun, they've got to be short, that's little and often. If a child is reluctant to read, then I'm afraid we've just got to get back to a point where they're not, where they're enjoying it and where they're able to read comfortably with you, and even actually in some cases I've recommended to parents that actually for a while they just read to the child just to recover that kind of fun element. That's really very important. So that's the first tip. Be relaxed. Show your child that you expect them, you've confidence in them. Not that you expect them to succeed, but you have confidence in them, and that they will be able to read as well as anybody else. That's the first tip. The second tip is in terms of behaviour. Some parents talk to me about worries they've got. The child comes home from school and they maybe have temper tantrums, they're tired. It's tempting to try and think about ways of changing that behaviour, but I would just recommend that what needs to be done is to find out why the child is behaving in that way. Very often children's what we consider a problem in the way a child behaves is very often that child's answer to a problem. So it's important to talk it through with them wherever possible, and make sure that you understand what's happening. There may be something going on that you have no idea about that needs to be discussed, maybe with school. So talk it through, and I think that's a really good approach to use with children generally. Keeping calm is very difficult, but keeping calm and modelling good listening is very important. And that brings me to my third tip, which is listening. Now, you might think that listening is easy, but it actually isn't. It's a skill that we really need to work on. So things like making sure that children get your attention or know that they've got your attention, that's very important, so that they have time where they feel they're listened to, that shows them that they're valued, and that's the time when they can share anything that they need to talk about. So listening is very important. And how do you show that you're listening? Well, you give good eye contact, but not too much. You give good eye contact and you put time aside to hear how things have been going, and to listen to their little triumphs or their big triumphs, and as well as their disasters. That's very important. If you can try to keep communication open and try to always delve deeper for the reasoning behind whatever it is that's concerning you, that'll be really, really helpful.